#1 large super chat of the entire live. If you want to know more about the honor roll, just be sure to check out my goals tab because I added a little more info about it. If you want a guaranteed spot on the honor roll, be sure to check it out. Lexi says, "Hi there, Tyler. It's great to see you tonight. I'm very sad because I have a 4-day weekend." No. You should never, ever have a 3-day weekend, let alone a 4-day weekend. If you have a 3 or 4-day weekend coming up, I want you to go protest at your school right now because you need to get rid of it. There is absolutely no reason at all for a weekend that long. Thank you, Lexi. I know you're a super good student, so I know you're going to do everything possible to get rid of that. Lexi, you're going on the super good student list. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that insane $20 orange super chat. The #1 large one, the entire live. Thank you. Lil Alex comments, "There's a new gift called Fire Horse." Okay. If the Fire Horse covers my chat, then it's not allowed in my live. It's that simple. All right? I don't care what it's called. Thank you. I appreciate that. Like, Hampter comments, "Bro's pushing 67. Get out of my live. I am not pushing 67. Enough. I am 24 years old. I am nowhere near 67. Okay? Like, honestly, that's so rude. Don't talk to me like that, okay? Like, I'm gonna cry. It's just so upsetting. It's called cyberbullying, okay? And cyberbullying, it's not okay. It's not funny to cyberbully. If you're gonna come into my live and cyberbully me, you can leave. Tricky, think of the super chat. Tricky says, "Final grades came out. I got all F's and a D." Why are you excited? Why are you bragging that you got all F's and a D? That is not funny. You should not be getting F's. You should not be getting D's. You should be getting straight A pluses like I do. It is honestly not that hard to get straight A pluses. I get straight A pluses every single day. I have never gotten a grade below an A plus in my entire life. In fact, the day I was born, I got an A plus. That is how smart I am. Not many people can say that because I don't think anyone has ever done that before except for me. Thank you. I'm the most important person ever. Meg, get that off my screen, Meg. You're banned from my live. I was very clear. If you send any type of gift that goes on my head or covers my chat, like that cat in the box, you are banned. I can't read the comments when you cover them. Leave. Meg, you're the third person to be banned from my live. I want you gone. I want you gone. Bye, Meg. Bye. Like, why are you in this live if you're just going to violate my rules and be rude to me? There's no reason to be rude to me. Why would you want to be rude to me? I'm the best person ever. I'm the nicest person ever. Thank you, Happy, for that torch, because that torch does not go on my head or cover my chat. James Ward, thank you for the $5 green super chat. Thank you, James. James says, "Your forehead is pushing 6'7". How on earth is my forehead pushing 6'7"? What does that even mean? My forehead is not a number, and if it was a number, it most certainly is not 6'7". You can leave my live, James. You're on the bad list. I want you gone. How dare you send a $5 green super chat and say something rude like that? That's not funny. That's obnoxious, okay? Girls are the best. Thank you for the super chat. Girls are not the best, though. I am the best. Girls are the best says, "I got a 100 and a 94 on my math test. Good for you. I'm proud of you." See, those are the comments I should be getting in my live. You should not be in this live if you can't treat me with respect. Get that ugly animal off my screen. Actually, you know what? That ugly animal does not cover my chat, and it does not go on my head. So you know what? I appreciate that ugly animal. It's called a lucky Shiba. Thank you, the one. I'm going to put you on my good student list. Even though I yelled at you, I appreciate that because that does not go on my head and it doesn't cover my chat. Thank you. Tricky, thank you for the super chat. Tricky says, "Stop capping. I know your math teacher gave you an F." My mathematics teacher would never give me an F. I have never gotten that. I've never failed a class in my entire life, and I never will fail a class in my entire life because I am the smartest person ever. I want you out of my life. Nicole Cranfield, think of the $5 green super chat. Nicole Cranfield says, "Everyone please respect Tyler. He is not a furry. He doesn't have big feet. He is not smelly. He is a smart person who has had a report card since 2001. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you for treating me with kindness. Those are the comments I should be seeing in my live. That is why you're on my good student list. Shout out to you, Nicole. Thank you. We're going over the rules of my live again because all I'm seeing are rude comments. If you're new here, subscribe. I'd appreciate that so much, by the way. Subscribe right now. Rule number 1 of my live, this is a pro school live. You are not allowed to leave any kind of rude comment about school here. Rule number 2 of my live, if you send a super chat, you are required to say something nice to me because I'm forced to read every single super chat out loud to the entire live. Rule number 3 of my live, if you send a large super chat that appears on my screen down below like Lexi did, you are required to compliment me because as you can see, the larger it is, the longer it stays on my screen, and I will not tolerate a rude message on my screen for multiple minutes. And finally, rule number 4 of my live, the most important one, but you know what? I'm not even going to say it that much because it's barely been broken today, but you are not allowed to send any type of gift that goes on my head or covers my chat. They ruin my life. They make me crash out. It's not fun. No one wants to see it. You'll get banned and yelled at. Thank you. I appreciate that. 4 simple rules. Follow them. We'll have a great live. Anyways, let's continue reading your comments. Low Real, thank you for the $5 green super chat. Thank you, Low Real. Low Real says, hello, I love your hair. Thank you, Low Real. I appreciate that. I know my hair is amazing. No one has better hair than me because my hair's beautiful. I want everyone to comment my hair right now. My grandmother cuts my hair and it looks very pretty. Low Real, you're going on my good student list. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. Thank you for not harassing me with your super chat. Meg Dolan, thank you for the super chat. Meg says, I am sorry. I did not know I was going to do that. You know what, Meg? I forgive you. You're usually a good student. I remember you now. I'm going to put you on my good student list, especially since you apologized. Thank you. Thank you. Who sent that Sheba? Oof Blocks, thank you for the lucky Sheba. Thank you. That is a gift I appreciate because it doesn't go on my head and it does not cover my chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I want to do one more shout out to Lexi real quick before it goes away. Lexi sent a $20 orange super chat. That is the number 1 large super chat of the entire live. If it stays that way for the whole live, and I'm pretty sure it will because it's huge, Lexi's name and Lexi's name alone is going to go on the official Koi Dog honor roll. This honor roll is way for me to honor the number 1 large super chat of the entire live, and it's Lexi. So if it stays that way, Lexi's going to go on here. So shout out Lexi. Thank you so much for that $20 orange super chat, the number 1 large one of the entire live. If you want another way to get on the honor roll, a guaranteed way, just check out my goals tab down there. You don't need to do it, but that's just another way if you're curious. Tricky, thank you for the super chat. Tricky says, have common sense. I lied. My lowest grade is a B+. Don't talk to me like that. You do not get to speak to me like that in my live. I do have common sense. I'm the most commonsensical person you will ever meet, okay? And number 2, if you say you have bad grades, I'm going to assume you have bad grades. I don't assume people are lying in my live, okay? Maybe don't lie if you're going to join my live, then I wouldn't believe the lies, okay? Tricky, thank you, bye. Kenny, thank you for the super chat. Kenny says you're super duper stinky, okay. I am not super duper stinky. You can leave my live. I smell great. I shower once a month. Everyone knows I smell great. Kian, thank you for the $5 green super chat. Thank you, Kian. Kian says, fine, I'll stop being rude to you if you stop talking about school so much. Even though I love school, but this is a bit too much. What do you mean this is a bit too much? When talking about school, there is no such thing as too much. School is the most amazing thing to ever exist, okay? And I will talk about school for the rest of my life. If you can't handle that, you can leave. Thank you, Kian. But yeah, in this live, we discuss school. If you can't talk about school, I want you gone. We're going over the rules of my live real quick, so I'm seeing a lot of rude comments. People are calling me stinky. That's not funny. Rule number 1 of my live. This is a pro school live. You are not allowed to leave any kind of rude comment about school here. Thank you, Freddie, for that Sheba. Thank you for not covering my chat or my head. Thank you. Rule number 2 of my live. If you send a super chat, you are required to say something nice to me because I'm forced to read as many super chats as I can out loud to the entire live. Rule number 3 of my live. If you send a large super chat that appears on my screen down below, you're required to compliment me because as you can see, the larger it is, the longer it stays on my screen. And finally, rule number 4 of my live, the most important one, you are not allowed to send any type of gift that goes on my head or covers my chat. If you do,